All right, listen up. Imagine being the most feared magic emperor on the entire continent, only to get betrayed and killed by your own student. Talk about a total nightmare, right? But that's where the story really begins. Our boy gets a second chance, reincarnated into the body of a lowly servant. Now he's about to use his emperor-level brain to play these fools like a fiddle. So, the new life our boy inherited? Yeah, it's a total mess. We're thrown right into this intense forest chase where some silver-haired goon thinks he's won, gloating about how he's got his targets cornered. He's all like, go to die. But little does he know, he's the one who's about to get wrecked. Bam! A surprise counterattack flips the script completely. And who's at the center of this whole mess? Our boy, Fan. Okay, so he's on his knees with a blade to his throat, which isn't a great look. But check out that smirk. He's not panicking, he's plotting. He looks the head honcho dead in the eye and goes, Sun Guanjia, let's have a deal. This guy's audacity is off the charts. The man asks, what kind of deal? And Fan lays it out cold. I'll hand over those two to you, but you have to guarantee my future. The enemies are completely stunned. What? Why are you betraying the Luo family? They can't process it. But we know our boy. He's playing 5D chess right now, and these guys just fell for the bait. And our boy puts on an Oscar-worthy performance. He gives them this whole sob story. People can't just destroy themselves. The Luo family is already defeated. I can't rebuild alone. He's making it sound like he's just a pragmatic guy trying to survive. The acting is so good, he's almost got me convinced. And here's the kicker. He reveals his ace in the hole, a red string. He tells them it's connected to the two people they're after, but it's a tangled mess that only he can navigate. It's only common sense to trade their lives for my better future, he says with a straight face. This is pure, cold-blooded calculation from the former demon emperor. The leader, Sun Guanjia, is intrigued. He sees the string as an easy way to track them in the misty forest. He's like, interesting. I agree to the deal. I hope you don't lie to me. Oh, buddy, you have no idea who you're dealing with. The trap has officially been sprung. As they start moving, the leader makes it clear, I don't trust you at all. And our boy just laughs it off. Meanwhile, the guys he supposedly betrayed are screaming insults. Fan, you dog slave. You betrayed us. Everyone thinks he's the ultimate traitor. Little do they know, he's leading their enemies straight to their doom. The guy asks, why did you stop? And our boy turns around with the most chilling smile you've ever seen. We're here, he says. I brought you here, to the road to hell. Look at those red eyes glowing. The hunter has just become the prey. It's about to go down. The leader finally realizes he's been played and lunges, screaming, you jerk. He unleashes a powerful attack, only to hit thin air. His look of pure shock when he realizes our boy vanished is priceless. What? Yeah, that's the sound of you losing, my friend. Meanwhile, back with the rest of the goons, total panic breaks out. This is not good. The red rope has been cut. Pang Tongling also disappeared. They're completely lost and trapped. It's finally dawning on them that the lowly servant they looked down on was the mastermind all along. The leader is absolutely furious. Damn it. How dare he fool me? Too little, too late, buddy. The fog around them suddenly turns blood red, and our boy's voice echoes through the mist. You will never have the chance to kill me. Now, that is a villain entrance, except he's our protagonist. The dude's not a complete idiot. He recognizes what's happening. Isn't this an array method? Bingo. And as the camera pans out, we see our boy standing safely outside the death trap with the Luo family's young Mississippi. It was all a performance to lure these suckers in. The young miss asks him, what will you do next? And our boy gets this wicked glint in his eye. My next step is to help you, he says, and then suddenly lunges at her. For a second, you're like, whoa, what's happening? But he's just grabbing the pendant on her chest. Bro knows how to create drama. Turns out, that pendant is the power source for the array. He grabs her, tells her not to move, and uses her energy to fully activate the death trap. The power surge is so immense that even she is stunned, thinking this is extraordinary power. The fangirling is real, folks. With the array fully powered, our boy's expression turns ice cold. He gives a single, brutal command. Kill them. The young miss is just watching in awe and maybe a little bit of terror. This is not the lowly servant she thought she knew. This is the demon emperor unleashed. Inside the array, it's a full-on horror show. Terrifying, ghost-like bats swarm out of thin air, and the enemies are absolutely losing their minds. What kind of ghost is this? They scream. Yeah, you mess with the wrong reincarnated demon emperor. This scene of utter destruction triggers a flashback for our boy. We see the moment he died in his past life. The most powerful demon emperor betrayed and stabbed in the back by his own student. That raw pain and betrayal is the reason he's so ruthless now. Back in the present, the slaughter continues. The enemies trapped in the array are being torn apart, screaming in agony. This is what happens when you get on the wrong side of our boy. It's a one-sided massacre, no contest. Bleeding out and on the verge of death, Sun Guanjia uses his last breath to scream the million-dollar question. Who exactly are you? He can't comprehend how a mere servant could possess such terrifying power. And what's our boy's epic reply? He looks down on the dying man with a cold smirk and says, "Go to hell and ask the Hell King." Absolute savage. Mic drop. With the battle over and his enemies wiped out, the strain of using the array finally catches up to Zhuo Fan's weak body. Soil returns to soil. He's settled the old scores, but as he collapses, a new chapter of his journey is about to begin. But did you think he was down for the count? Please. Our boy immediately starts absorbing the energy from the aftermath of the battle. He's leveling up like crazy, breaking through from the 7th level to the 8th, all the way to the 9th. This is what you call a massive power-up. The original demonic energy from his past life might be exhausted, but every time he pushes his limits like this, his foundation gets stronger. For him, a life-threatening crisis is just another word for opportunity. Feeling the power in his new body, which is now 3 times stronger than before, Zhuo Fan clenches his fist. He finally has some real strength to work with in this new world. The Demon Emperor's journey back to the top has officially begun. Just as he finishes his power-up, the Luo family crew shows up. They're completely bewildered, wondering how the array's fog suddenly disappeared. How is the array suddenly out of control? They ask. Little do they know, the one in control is standing right in front of them. Remember that guard, Pang Tongling, who was giving him lip earlier? Well, now he's a total believer. He gets down on his knee, apologizing for ever doubting Zhuo Fan, admitting he was completely fooled by the act. Just like that, our boy has earned the unwavering loyalty of a powerful guard. Pang Tongling's loyalty makes Zhuo Fan think back to his traitorous disciple, Zhao Zheng. If only he had this kind of loyalty, he thinks, I wouldn't be in this situation. Still playing his role, he even gives the guard a light punishment, reminding everyone that he's just a servant. The irony is thick. Of course, our boy knows how to play politics. He gives all the credit for their victory to the young miss, making himself look humble. This move is brilliant. It earns him even more respect from the guards, who are now chanting his name. He's winning hearts and minds. With the immediate threat gone, the plan is to head to Feng City. Why? Because the young miss is supposed to marry the son of the Kai family leader. But when Zhuo Fan hears the name Kai family, his internal alarm bells start ringing. He knows this family is a big deal, and he suspects this marriage is not as simple as it seems. But then a thought strikes him. If the young miss gets married, the magic curse binding him to protect her might disappear. Then I will be free, he realizes. With that motivation, he's all in. All right, let's go to the Kai family. But little do they know, they're being watched. In a dark, creepy cave, a mysterious silver-haired young master gets the report that Sun Guanjia has failed. He doesn't seem surprised at all, just smirks and tells his subordinate to keep monitoring them. A new villain has entered the chat. This new antagonist then goes to his master, a woman lying unconscious on a bed. He speaks of an old friend waiting for her. The plot thickens. It seems our boy's past life is coming back to haunt him sooner than he expected. After 5 days of travel, the crew finally arrives at Feng City. Compared to the creepy forest, this place looks like a paradise. A new city means a new arc is about to kick off. The rest of the group is totally wowed by the big city. But our boy? He's completely unfazed. When asked what he thinks, he just shrugs and says, it's no different from a small village. The sheer flex. You can take the man out of the emperor's throne, but you can't take the emperor out of the man. The young miss decides she'll go meet the Kai family first, telling Zhuo Fan and the guard to wait at an inn. But our boy has other plans. Okay, you guys go first. He says, I'll go tour this city. The bratty little brother tries to pull rank, calling him a slave dog, but Zhuo Fan couldn't care less. The kid keeps running his mouth, threatening to have his future brother-in-law teach Zhuo Fan a lesson. Our boy's response? He doesn't even say a word, just turns around and kicks the brat. I'll give you a lesson right now, he says with a smirk. Love a protagonist who does not put up with any nonsense. The guard, Pang Tongling, tries to step in, yelling, he is your master. How dare you kick him? But all it takes is one cold shut up from Zhuo Fan, and the big guy backs down. Our boy is establishing the new pecking order, and he's at the very top. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, we meet a new character. This sharp-eyed young lady is calling out a jade seller for peddling fakes. The merchant tries to laugh it off, but she's not backing down, confidently stating she knows his jade is fake. The merchant gets angry and is about to get physical, telling her to get lost. But just then, a familiar voice cuts in. It's our boy, strolling onto the scene. With a confident smirk, he declares, I have a way to prove it's fake. Time for another masterclass in public humiliation. A new arc always starts with a new chance to show off. How is our boy going to outsmart everyone this time? Joa Fan steps up, cool as a cucumber, and says, I can prove that jade of yours is fake. The seller gets right in his face, furious, screaming, how can you prove it's fake? This guy has no idea he's challenging a reincarnated grandmaster. The merchant keeps insisting he's just talking nonsense, but look at our boy's face. He's completely unbothered. He's not here to argue. He's here to drop facts. His method is brilliantly simple. He takes a liquid that anyone can find, a mix of sulfur and sediment, and challenges the merchant. If your jade is soaked here, we will see if it's real or fake. The challenge is accepted. Let the science experiment begin. And just as he predicted, the moment the jade hits the liquid, it starts to fizz and dissolve, shattering into pieces. Don't be surprised, our boy says calmly. This piece of jade was a clone. He just exposed the fraud in front of the entire crowd. Mic drop. With the scam revealed, the crowd erupts in anger, swarming the merchant and demanding their money back. Liar, give us our stones. The guy is terrified. Meanwhile, our boy and the mysterious lady just watch the chaos unfold, their work here done. Afterward, the young lady thanks him, but she's acting a bit strange, hinting that she already knew the jade's true value. Our boy sizes her up, thinking to himself, the eyes of this lady are very poisonous. He can tell she's more than she appears. After the mysterious woman leaves, Joa Fan immediately turns to his loyal guard and borrows his last 10 spirit stones. The look on Pang Tongling's face as he tearfully hands over his money pouch is absolutely hilarious. Our boy is a ruthless businessman. With the money secured, Joa Fan tracks down the scammer, who is hiding and spying on him. The guy is shocked, but Joa Fan isn't here for a fight. He makes a bizarre offer. I want to buy your fake jade for 10 spirit stones. The merchant is baffled. 10 spirit stones. You know this jade is fake. But our boy just smiles. Even though it is fake, it's still a bit useful. In my hand, maybe I can sell it for a higher price. He's playing mind games, and the scammer is totally confused. The scammer's greed gets the better of him. He thinks Joa Fan is mocking him and decides to get revenge. 10 spirit stones is too little. He sneers, I want your life. He signals his hidden thugs to attack. Big mistake. As the thugs surround him, it's a chilling echo of his past life's betrayal. But this time, he's not the one who's cornered. He dispatches the goons effortlessly. You're not qualified to kill me, he states coldly. The tables have turned. After easily dealing with the trash, Joa Fan picks up the fake jade and heads back to the inn. Once he's alone in his room, his playful demeanor vanishes. He knows this stone is something special. He places a drop of his blood onto the stone, and it immediately erupts with a blinding purple and red light. A huge smile spreads across Joa Fan's face. As expected, I did not see it wrong, he exclaims. This is fairy blood. He just hit the jackpot. This fairy blood is an incredibly rare treasure, formed over thousands of years by absorbing pure blood and the essence of the sun and moon. For a magic cultivator like him, this is one of the most precious items in existence. And according to the 9 secret books, fairy blood can be used to create a bloody baby, a being so powerful that even emperor-level masters wouldn't dare provoke it. This isn't just a power-up. It's a game changer that will fast-track his return to the top. I did not guess that I would be lucky this time. Joa Fan is ecstatic. He can't believe his good fortune, stumbling upon a legendary item like this so early in his new life. With the fairy blood in hand, the rise of the Demon Emperor is about to accelerate big time.